Hey there. Welcome back to a private tutoring session. I'm so glad you're here again. How was your day? Oh, interesting. Yeah, well, school gets to the best of us, huh? It's crazy like that. So what do we got to do today? Last minute paper. Yeah, I know how that goes. It's crazy like that, right? Yeah, well, good news is I'm here now. So we can get this done, right? Okay. That's great. I mean, I'm a big believer in the idea that school does not have to be stressful. So sit back and relax. Sit back in your chair. Don't worry about it. We got this. I think school should be enjoyable, to be honest, you know? Like, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. But if learning is going to be fun, then we got to do it right. So let's do it right, okay? Let's get it right. Okay. First of all, I got to take some information. University needs it for academic purposes, apparently. I know your name. Okay. And we're here to work on an English paper. Yep. What's your favorite color? No, I'm just kidding. They don't actually need that. I was just curious. Mine's blue, by the way. A nice, soft, deep blue. Not anything too vibrant, if you know what I mean. Alright, let's take a look at the assignment you have due tonight. Okay, so it's a five-paragraph essay, standard stuff. You got any topic ideas? Oh, it's an essay on the impacts of social media on society. It's a fascinating topic. Oh, you sent it to me. Okay, let's take a look. Okay. You just kind of got your ideas out on the page. It's good. Hey, I know you're a talented writer, but let's take a look at it a little more closely and see what we can make even better. Okay, first, let's break down the assignment into smaller parts. You know what they say? The best way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. I mean, we're not going to be eating elephants today, but we're just going to tackle the essay one step at a time. Okay, let's start by brainstorming an outline. It's always easier to write an essay when you have a clear structure in mind. I mean, think about it like it's like a skeleton, to be honest. It might not be like visible in the end, kind of like a skeleton in your body, like you don't actually see it, but it's really critical for holding everything together. So let's start out by thinking about your main points. Let's see. Okay. Impacts of social media on society. I think a good starting point could be, what are the negatives of social media on society and what are the positives? And we can compare those two things. What do you think? Great. Okay, let's think of some positive things. So, we have instant communication. That's a good one. I like it. Connecting with people from all over the world. To like globalization, diversity of communication, and access to a wealth of information. That's great stuff. Nice. I like that. Now let's think of some negatives. You have cyberbullying. Yeah, that's a big one. I don't know if you like play any FPS games, but you have to deal with some crazy people there. It's not always fun. Yeah, that's a big one for sure. Social media can really get in your head for sure. And the spread of misinformation is another good one. And the impact on mental health. I think that kind of goes under the cyberbullying one. Great. Yeah. Okay, now that we have those main points, we got the compare and contrast almost. We can think of like some supporting details to go with those points. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is a great essay. Okay, now it's time to start writing. Don't worry. I got you. We're going to work through this together. You're doing an amazing job, by the way, so far. Really great. We got this. So, we're going to start out with an introduction. And as you write the introduction, remember to start with a hook. So something like, it could be shocking, it could be an engaging question, just something to really grab the reader's attention. Let's just start with a question. Can you imagine a world without social media? think this is a good one because it really gets the reader thinking about like what does social media do. And then we need to build a bridge to the thesis. I mean, that like carries the reader to the thesis and what's the point you're trying to make. What do you want to claim about social media? Like what? That'll be your thesis. Like what is your claim? Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's really good. Maybe don't use the word like bad in your thesis though. Personally, I mean, it's a pretty weak word, and we want the thesis to sound as like strong as possible. Great. Right. Now we can move on to the body. Now you kind of know what the intro should look like. Remember to use topic sentences to introduce your main point at the beginning of each paragraph. That's really important. And then you provide supporting details, evidence, examples, and then you do your like analysis. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's good. You're doing great. You know, writing an essay can be like building a sandwich, to be honest. I like this metaphor. So you start with a solid base, which is your introduction. And then you layer delicious fillings, your main points and your supporting details. And then you top it off with a satisfying conclusion. Maybe sandwich is not the best example, but speaking of which, let's wrap up your essay with a strong conclusion that really like summarizes your main points. And it should leave your reader with like what should they be thinking about when they're done? Because the reality is like the reader's not going to remember like 90% of what you said. So you want to remind them like what should I be thinking about when I finish? Yeah. Because like they're going to be convinced of your points hopefully by the time they finish the essay. So really you just have to make them remember your points. Okay. Yeah, I like that. That's a really good point. I think that would make a really good conclusion, for sure. Okay, now that we've got like the basics down, let's like proofread what you have down so far. Proofreading is like the cherry on top. It's like, it might be a small part of the whole, but it can really make all the difference in the world, to be honest. I mean, it's the difference between a professional essay and something that looks like was thrown together last minute. Okay, as we proofread, we're going to be checking for spelling and grammar errors, as well as making sure like your ideas flow together smoothly. I'll read along with you, and I'll see if we need to fix anything. I'll let you know, don't worry, you've done a really good job so far. Let's see. Okay, just a minor spelling error there. Instead of there, T-H-E-R-E, it should be T-H-E-I-R. It's a really common error. Yeah. Really easy mistake to make. Okay, and right here, let's add a transition to make this paragraph flow more smoothly. How about using like on the other hand to introduce the contrasting point? All right. I think that's it. I must say you've done a really fantastic job. Like for how little we've had to put into this, it's really, really good. I think it speaks loads of your talent as a writer, honestly. I can really tell that you've put a lot of thought and effort into it. You should be really proud of yourself. You should be. Just remember, even Shakespeare had a tutor at some point. So don't worry, you're in good company. Before you go, do you have any like questions or concerns about it? No? Great. Just remember, I'm always here to help you with your homework. I'm your tutor. Or, I mean, whatever challenges you might be facing in life, like I'm here to help you out. You're never alone. Remember that. I hope you have a great day. And I'll see you in our next tutoring session. Take care. Remember, you're doing an amazing job. Bye-bye now. Bye.